Hi everybody, this is Patti Center. I am here today for Canvas Core Brands, and I want to share and introduce you to the Architectures Parchment Rub Ons, a new product in the store this year that you are not going to want to miss. This is not your old-fashioned rub-on. This is today's wonderful, new, improved, fantastic rub-on. These are pressure sensitive on parchment release paper. Now, if you open the packaging, and for just a moment, let's look at this packaging. Isn't this great? Notice anything here? Everything on the packaging is usable by you. Everything here that you can use. Cut out the words, use the whole thing. And this is the theme with the new items in the store, that you can use not only what's inside that you're purchasing, but what's outside as well. Your parchment comes on a parchment sheet that is 16 by 24 inches. Look at here. Now, I have taken a few off of here to play with today. But let's turn it this way so you can see what's actually on here, because when you're rubbing it from this top side and then transferring it to whatever surface you're putting it on. But look at all of this. These art pieces are a wide range. They're shapes. They are different sizes. They include words and sayings and designs and art pieces, all with that vintage great feel to it that Seven Gypsies is well known for. They have a look of engraving and hand-drawing art of the past. There's 5 different sets in the store. I have 3. I have Poise, Grow, and Inspire. They all come with different designs. So each one is best if you cut them apart and then apply something that has a straight edge to it. Maybe a bone folder. I have this old rub-on tool from years ago that I've been using that works just great. If you have a popsicle stick, that works. Anything that has a flat surface on it so that you can get a good impression. You want to use something that has a flat surface to it, which doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be paper. You could put something on canvas. In fact, let's do that now. Let's do the canvas one first. You can leave all your papers on the whole sheet or cut them apart and put them away so they're ready to pull out each piece when you want it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for, so let's just give me lots of room to work with and put the corset here in the front, in the beginning. And I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to hold the piece in my fingertips, and I'm just going to start applying pressure to the canvas. And as I do, the ink is going to transfer from the parchment into the canvas. Now you can see how it's transferring here. I want to show you the whole thing because I want to get the rest of this off of here. You can use that gum eraser and it will pick up off of the canvas and lift it off of it. So if you make a mistake or you put something on and it's just not what you're wanting, then you can do that. Now, and this is the one you'll have to work the hardest with, because canvas has a tooth to it. It has a texture to it. And so it's going to take you a little bit more time to get this all transferred off. Oh, there. Look at this. Oh my goodness, is that not cool? Look at that. Now let me show you what I've done. I took from the store, you can get, it's called a journal cover. Okay, I took one and I sprayed it with the Glimmer mist, and then I transferred my little gal and this swaggy thing here. And see, now this is what I'm talking about. A Gypsy Soul came out really well. Look at that, how it transferred. And I didn't have any problem, but I did have a smaller font down here. And I just erased it. You can see a little bit of the line here, but it blends in. You're not going to notice it. But I just inked this. I did ink this one before I did my lettering on it. But don't you love? Look at that. So that gives great possibilities. Now transfer to craft. I love using the craft. I like to see how it comes out. I have a moose here, and it says wildlife, and I'm thinking this would make a great manly card. So I just have a craft piece here that I have cut, and I'm going to lay this down, and I think I want it to be right over to the side. And I'm just going to lay it down there and position it where I want it. And then I'm going to start with my bone folder or my tool or my popsicle stick, whatever flat item I have, and begin transferring it to the craft. Okay, look at this. Isn't this great? Oh, I love it. I love how it transfers and looks on the craft, and it's going to make a wonderful card for a guy. Just wonderful. You just have to keep going over and lifting it up in edges until you see that you've gotten everything. Okay. Now let's do one. I want to show you here what happens when you put it on watercolor paper. Okay, now that I've got it all transferred, I'm just going to use the back here and just press it in over the top of the parchment paper to make sure that I really have it into my watercolor paper here, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Okay, now let's take a towel. Here we go. And let's take some Glimmer mist. I'm going to use Patina. Shake it up, and I'm going to give a couple spritz. And I'm going to take crushed shells and give a couple spritz. I have a baseboard here in Vine, and let's just see if I can get it. Just a couple little sprays. Okay, now I'm going to take my cloth, and I'm just going to kind of pat it. Don't rub it, just pat it. Oh, I took up too much. Okay, so let's go back over with the blues and the greens. And I want to take some of that baseboard off, like that. Okay, and then let's dry it. Now I could go on and on playing with this because it's so much fun, but I want you to see how the inks took over the parchment rubbing beautifully. Now let me show you. Here's one I did. I did this on just white paper, this beautiful flower. And then I double backed it, so this is 2 layers. And then I took Timeless Lilac and I sprayed over it. And I don't know, can you see the glimmer? Oh my goodness. And then this is from the watering can pack. This is another one of the rub-ons here, so you can rub it on. But you can see how you can use it and implement it into a card. You can use it on craft. You can use it on canvas. You can use it on paper bags. These are the little mini bags from the store, and look at that, how neat that turns out. Anything that has a flat surface is going to be a great option for your transfers. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on the top of my lid, and then I'm going to put all my little Scrappy-Doo pieces inside of there to house. Now this is metal, but it will transfer fine because it is a flat surface. So have fun. Check out the store with the Architectures Parchment Rub Ons. You get 150 pieces in a 16 by 24 sheet. Wonderful, wonderful. Have fun.